Hookup culture. Sex with no string attached. Friends with benefit. One night stand. The side effect on our mental health and self-esteem. Today on Brighter Life Institute. Let's talk about that.
I'd cross the ocean for you. I'd dive into the deepest sea. My soul is sold out for you. I'd give you everything that you need. And give me just one chance. Baby, take my hand. My heart's in motion for you. I'd cross the ocean.
Hello guys, welcome to Brighter Life Institute. I'm Alicia. If this is the first time that you visited my channel, I welcome you to click on the subscribe button so you can be notified when I post a new video. I want to talk to you today about the side effect on our mental health and self-esteem regarding the hookup culture, sex with no string attached, friends with benefit, one night stand, and the side effect this has on men. Some women and men think all men and guys want is sex. Therefore, some girls and women out there have superbly facilitated the access of the easy sex to some guys out there. Some women are manipulative. They pretend to be okay to have sex and just sex with a guy because in today's time, many guys seem to be only interested by this. Some girls think if he has sex with her, one, she will get him to be so hooked up to the spatial movement of her hips and ass that he won't be able to help himself than to fall in love with her. Yes, some girls think like that. Can you believe it? 2. She pretends to not be affected by his blunt, direct display, to not want anything more with her, meaning she is not valuable for anything else than that. Women do not really enjoy when a man blankly tells her, well, all I want from you is sex. She's not flattered by that. And if she go for it, it's because she's pretending to go for it. Guys, especially younger guys, also believe hard as rock that all they want from a girl is sex. So they fail to recognize or to connect with the side effect this has on their self-esteem, male ego, and mental health. It's first really fun to have few girls or one girl that you drop by and bang and call your boys and tell them what position and what you try tonight. But after some time, some guys start to wonder what they are. Men hurt post one night stand. Men hurt post one night stands. For men, casual relationships have become an emotional landmine. Some men start to feel increasingly used in the relationship. The rules of the game in the relationship are changing rapidly. Earlier, men were keen to add to the tally of a woman they bedded and could walk away unshattered. The power shift has left men feel wounded as women don't always feel compelled to be emotionally. The feeling of being used, shipped in whether it is manifest himself physically, emotionally, or financially. This leads to insecurity, neediness, and latent anger. Men finally seem to have found a voice and express their feeling after having been through a less than given relationship. Clinical physiologist Julie Brown say, interestingly, while a man is supposed to feel stood like an overjoyed at the opportunity to having a one-night stand, not many do. It's not uncommon for men to feel rejected after being unceremoniously dumped following a sexual encounter. This is especially true if the intentions aren't clarified beforehand. Julie Brown explained, young men as those older tend to feel as cheap and use it as a woman do. This is commonly seen in the men who have lost their virginity at a younger age. This is probably because they lacked the emotional maturity to help them understand the gravity of the situation or on the rejection time of their first sexual encounter. Accordingly to marriage counselor Sarah Power, post-sex expectations do not match up. If a partner risks getting hurt, men are above the emotion, but they are better at dealing with. Sarah adds, men ego are easily crushed. If a man was expecting to hear back or were very confident they're powerless in bed and didn't get the expected response, they can feel equally hurt and emotionally violated. Yes, guys, many girls feel that way after sexing the stranger. You feel empty and pretty much lost inside, and everyone that gets involved with this pretend to not be affected by the amount of question coming into their mind. Feeling to have been used just for your genital can also happen to guys and not only to girls. Some girls that agree to the one-night stand and the hookup, a bad commitment, may be people that suffer from a serious lack of self-esteem or mental illness. Who are you associate with will impact you in the long run. Financial gain. Some guys feel that all the things women can be accused of, taking advantage of men for their financial resourcefulness, is perhaps the most common. Men has always been the hunter and the provider, but with social dynamic changing, men have changed the outlook too. A 29 years old media professional said, in a retrospect, I can clearly spot relationship where I was taken advantage of financially. There was once a woman I dated who had expensive taste and expected me to cater to them. Initially, I gave in to a lot. Once I remember I put my foot down about how a pair of designer shoes for 800 euro was outrageous. She called me cheap and dumped me. After the initial shock, I was very relieved. Women often weigh the financial benefit of being in a relationship with a man, even at a very subconscious level. When looking for a mate, a woman will always look for a man's ability to provide for her and her family. Naturally. Technically, it isn't wrong to look out for your interests. The problem arises when the financial benefit overtakes the emotional investment in the relationship. Some girls, self-centered, focus out there will be to find a guy that takes her out, show her off in her new dress, get a guy that got a car, money, and he spend on her like money is raining above her. You see? Some women are not really interested by love and relationship or interested by the guy they are with. There is a double sword regarding the myth that men are the hunter and the provider. As some women, motivation to be with a guy may be just about that he provide for her basically to use you. Yes. Emotional trap in a short-term relationship when one partner tends to develop more intense feeling than the other, things can get a bit complicated. While casual sex and dating may be the norm, according to experts, they can also tend to be manifestation of intense emotion such as hidden anger, rejection, neediness, and security. And let's not even talk about depression, guys, because hidden anger can develop very quickly to depression. John Lepoutre, 25 years old banking executive, said, while one of my ex, it started out as fun relationship. Initially, it was casual and we both enjoyed it. I got quite caught up in it, only to realize a few weeks later that she just needed me to get over her previous relationship. I would have perhaps felt used or hurt if she hasn't deceived me and to believing she wanted more than physical relationship. I realized I was her rebound and I was quite humiliating. I felt cheated. If she had been upfront, it perhaps wouldn't have been as bad. In the case of a casual short-term fling, the latent emotion of insecurity, needless jealousy, etc. don't get room to surface. But in the case of a long-term relationship, baggage of previous relationship left unresolved can severely taint the equation and hurt partner. In the case of rebound or transitional relationship, honesty is the key to ensure a healthy, happy, outward association. Guys, or should I say gentlemen, the reality in the one-night stand, hookup, friends with benefits, sex with no string attached, and so on, you can't have agree to be used. It can be the girl or the guy. You have agreed somehow to be used. That you get used for sex, finance, or emotional replacement as a rebound, you have agreed to be used in one way or another. You have agreed to enter something that involves the most precious thing about a human, his body, and to share it with someone that you have not checked if they care for you, if they want good for you, if they are a good person, if they are a sane person about any mental issue. You just wanted the meat. Having sex with someone about no healthy foundation can backfire. As we are human, some of us want sex with someone that we find super attractive. We are already vulnerable to our own desire, feeling, and emotion. It is not the other person have fooled us. It's maybe we have fooled ourselves. There is a higher consequence for men to be used only for sex. Younger guys grow to be a responsible man, get delayed a bit as taking conscious of what you are, what you're worth, and be aware of the way we treat other people is a bit. Getting sex from a woman should be the end game of a chase that often is initiated by a man. During that chase, the man evaluating if she's worth his time and if she is of a high value. If sex get given easily, your male energy have no reason to rise in you. You may get bored fast and even get depression after doing this for a long time, as there is no reason to be motivated to work harder and do anything above. If you get attached, well, you got 50% chance that the person won't be interested, and this sort of rejection can hurt and give you a low self-esteem and anxiety. We humans do not value what is easy to get or free. Men especially need to work for what they got. It's hard work, but there is a massive reward for yourself in it. So yes, guys, all those easy things surrounding sex is where we come from. And sex, yes, many of us think all men want is sex. Yes, one of the things that a man wants is sex. After some time that you get involved with one woman after another, with no meaningfulness, no communication, you are not connecting with the person. You start to kind of see them like not human and think that you can go full with this in your life. Well, there's a time where one of you is going to get attached. One of you is going to have the emotion and feeling coming out. Because sex is in a powerful energy. And the risk of that is high. Because we want sex with people that we find attractive. This in themselves makes us vulnerable to that person. It's very rare that somebody wants sex with somebody they find really unattractive. It can happen in a night where you are tired, you are drunk, you took drugs, you're depressed, you're alone, you have sex with someone. But usually the side effect that we get in our body after we had sex with somebody that we don't find attractive, well, we may do it 1 or 2 times, but after some time, we find it even disgusting to want to have sex with somebody that we don't find attractive. So there is a really big loss in our society to have our young men and our men going around having easy sex with women they don't want to commit with, they don't want anything with, and especially those women that may be using them also for sex. Feeling to be used is not a nice feeling. You start to wonder what's wrong with you. Some of you may doing those those things, having those sexual interaction with someone because you don't feel good about yourself. Maybe you just had a bad breakup and you're trying to get over the person. Maybe you just have a low self-esteem with yourself. But doing this is not going to bring more higher. Maybe it's fun when you call your friends and laugh about it and say, I banged this one, she did this one, she went down on me, she shocked me, or all the stuff. But what that say about you? Is that all that you are? Men have a high value and place in this world. If our man doesn't know who they are, our society also get affected. It's not just about sex. We need men that have high purpose, focus, drive in our society. It is men that are pushing the society. It is their involvement with a woman that motivate them sometimes to go higher and be the better version of themselves. We should not underestimate the power of that relationship. And who we meet in our life is just a version of ourselves. So if we each time are involved sexually, kissing, touching, using her genital inside someone that we don't know who they are, we don't know if they are well, we don't know if they are mental illness, we don't know if they are crazy, we don't know what kind of person they are. And let's say that person get pregnant and now you have a child with somebody that is completely messed up, and your child will suffer of this, you will suffer of this. There are consequences. Sex is an exchange of energy. So if you keep sexing somebody that have mental illness, you after some time will get the piece of the energy in your body. But there is other disease, there is AIDS, there is disease that you can get by just kissing somebody. There are risks to those activities that we are doing. Having sex with a stranger can be exciting, and some women can be concerned to do that for their security. But also some guys, there are some crazy serial killer that actually kill men, rape men. Men are also as vulnerable than a woman. So guys, do whatever you want to do with your life, with your body, with your sexuality. But do know there is a price that you are paying when you are doing those things that bring no value to you. It's excitement, it's flesh, it's meat, but it's not going to push you to a higher level. Usually men that are focused in their life, that has goal, that are driven, they have no time this such a thing. They have no time for it because their time are valuable. Usually this kind of prost activity are usually found with the younger boys. There is a value for you guys to be involved with a girl that love you, that want to know you. There is added value to your personality, to your personal life, to your goal, to your career, to be involved with somebody that actually are asking to be involved with the better version of yourself, to the higher version of yourself. In order to win in this life, we need to be the best version of ourselves because there are challenges everywhere. Life is very challenging. And if we don't value ourselves, we don't value who we kiss, who we touch, who we are doing it, then really, we don't value ourselves, we don't value our life. It can be we see only the girls are, losing because the society applaud guys that are doing those kind of things. But I also see many guys that are getting depression, anxiety, low self-esteem because they've been doing this kind of thing. They've been involved with someone, with a woman or many different girls that didn't care about them. That didn't, whatever they are, they didn't care. That don't want them. That girl may want someone else and using this guy just to pass the time, just because she doesn't want to be alone, or maybe using him for his money, for his car, for what he has. Man, people that are using you don't care about you. It is your responsibility to care about yourself. If you like sex, sex is better, and I confirm it. Someone that you love, someone that you have a connection with. Nothing can beat that. No one night stand can beat that. It's hard work to be with someone. Be in a relationship, a loving relationship, take hard work. But there are a long gain to it. So I invite you to find out what that gain is for you and to live away that life of mediocrity where you just been used for your genital. Is it all you want is a genital of a woman? After it's done, you have nothing to talk about. And if you dare to get connected to that person, to get attached, she will leave you because that wasn't the plan. That was not the deal you entered. You accepted to enter something that you don't matter. Who you are, we don't want to know. We just want the sex. Well, guys, I hope this video is gonna help you to look for a higher and a better version of yourself. There are women in this world like myself that value and admire men that when a man enter, example, my life, a good man, I value him, and I'm really thankful when I meet a good man. Men are important to a woman world, and I can understand in this day where women want freedom, equality, that some of you are confused. Yes, some women behave they don't need a man, and for a fact they are the man. They get their own money, they have their own job, they can take care of themselves, and now they want sexual freedom to have sex with no string attached, no commitment, only sex from you guys. Well, the women that want those things are not going to bring the best of you out of you. I can tell you that. There is a gain for a man to do certain things for a woman. It's rising his level of quality. It's putting a high gain to his ego, his male ego. There is nothing in this world that can make a man feel boosted and feel good about himself more than having a woman being grateful and feeling lucky to have him in her life. So guys, I hope you get the message. Stop getting used. If you're getting used, it's because you have allowed it. You have allowed it, okay? It was fun, but how long are you going to keep doing this? There's nothing more about you. You don't want to talk sometimes. You don't want to have a partner that you can share who you are, that she can add to you, that she can help you also. Maybe you're struggling, and a woman can also be a partner that can help you to move on in your life, to go higher. That's what a partnership is. There are things in this life we human cannot just click and deny it. We need connection. We also need to be alone with ourselves. We need to know who we are. And when we are involved with people we're disconnecting, we're also disconnecting. If you like this video, give a big like you always do. Follow this channel so you can get material like this. Leave me a comment and tell me how I can help you, or share your experience with us and the audience that watching this video. And really, guys, you have an important place in this world. Men are absolutely fundamental in our society and in the life of a woman. Do not get involved with a woman that doesn't need you, or anyone that doesn't need you, or just need you for something so meaningless, that just want you for something that any guy can do. Doesn't make you better how many girls you sex with. If this girl that you start to like can get it from anyone, from you, your brother, your friend, your dad, a stranger, what that say? There's no people that has value for themselves, so you also get value for you. Okay, so I'm Alicia, and this is Brighter Life Institute. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Thank you. Bye.
I'd cross the ocean for you. I'd dive into the deepest sea. My soul is sold out for you. I'd give you everything that you need. And give me just one chance. And baby, take my hand. My heart's in motion for you. I'd cross the ocean.